Hey guys, it's Ellen and it's Floral Friday, and let's do the Floral Friday Christmas metallic style. Making some more greeting cards using some metallic paint and some gouache. This is super simple and easy. If you can paint a stem or a leaf or a petal, you can paint this. I'm telling you, you can create these really beautiful cards that really impress somebody. Of course, I go over this step by step. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I try and answer them. I can't always answer them because, I'm a busy gal. If you haven't hit that bell notification button, a little ding ding down here, please hit that so you know when my tutorial's up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We have a lot of fun over here. This is a Floral Fun Friday for a reason. So we're going to be taking out some metallic paint, some gouache, some paintbrushes, and having a lot of fun. Oh, and this is just simple black craft paper. So let's get started. Okay guys, so to do these cards, I'm going to go over my supplies. I have metallic paints that I've gotten from a sponsorship I did a while ago from Prestigifly, but I have links in my description box for metallic paints. You can find a lot of metallic watercolor all over Amazon. So they have ones that were all gold, and then I had ones that color in them. And then I'm using also, because it's like a great thick metallic paint, Holbein itself. It has a watercolor gold. It's fantastic. And then we'll be using some white gouache, since we've always been using white gouache, to create the fun cards, So to begin with, I just made a square, and I used Scotch Magic Tape. It comes off easily. It doesn't rip my paper. So I just have this thick cardstock, letter size black paper. I fold it in half, rip it, fold it in half again, and I have the two cards, right? So I just drew a square in here, and then I just put the tape on the inside of the square, right? Because we're going to paint outside of it. And for the ornament one, I just grabbed something that was a great circle, the top to a teapot that I designed. Here's the teapot. Oh, it's a teapot with a cup and everything. Isn't that kind of cute? For the store in Japan. So I used that and just drew around it. You find whatever circular thing works for you. And then so you draw the circle. For an ornament, you draw the little rectangle on the top and a little loop and then a line down. Okay? It's pretty straightforward. Circle, rectangle, on top of that, a little loop, and then a line. We're going to start off doing the all over floral. Now, I have mine pretty crowded. You don't have to make it as crowded as this. You can make it less crowded. So you can just have the simple gold square and then do the florals. I'm just going to show you how I created some of it, and then we'll go into, then you can just do it on your own. You don't need to watch me paint every single flower. You kind of go crazy. But they're pretty simple, right? So I'm going to get some white gouache over in here next to this gold that I have. If you don't have white gouache, you should get some white gouache. I use Holbein. I like Holbein. So when we have the colored, these paints, you really got to get some water on them. Activate this little spray. So I'm only using the red and the green. And then I don't even using this gold. I was using some of this bronze color. But play around with it. And I'll be using, I'm sorry, I didn't mention brushes. Princeton 8 and 4 long round velvet touch series brushes that I like. So we're going to start off doing the rose that I show you here. And I'm just going to get this gouache a little loose. Not super loose because you want it opaque. You don't want it translucent. In the beginning, when I first painted that card, I had used this white silver. And I liked it, but it was too dull, so I didn't like the way it came out. So I changed it up and added some gouache. So let's zoom in and show you how to draw the little rose. I'm just painting it, actually. See, it's just these curved lines. Curve, then curve this way, curve, push down. This brush is kind of dead. Actually, don't use really good brushes for gouache because it really eats it up. Curve here, push down, see that? Kind of leaving spaces in between, and that's how you get that rose. So I do a rose here. I did like a kind of like a poppy kind of type of flower here. So basically it's rounded petal, just like this. It's a 4-petal flower, right? And then I put one down here. I kind of go like this. You see that? So it's not like this rounded, it's kind of like more natural looking, like an anemone type flower, leaving the black center. All right, then I did up here, just make these marks like this, almost like a tulip, see, like a V, but then add another little spray there, and then a little one connecting. And then I did a little similar flower to this one right here, getting close to the center. See how I'm spreading out all the white? I don't have a flower. I mean, I'm going to change my brush actually, because I feel like the tip is really so worn. I'm going to start using my number 4. I could use my brand new number 8, but I don't want to use it for the gouache. So here I'm going to start do like a leaf, simple leaf. I'm going to pull it to the edge. Add another leaf, pull it. See? Once you get used to painting these type of elements, they'll be super easy to paint them on the ornament card. And then so I had like another leaf down here. Get the white ones in first, and then we can start playing with the metallic. You want to start moving around the paper with one color, then you move around the paper with another color, then you move around the paper with another color. See that? So believe, and then for the daisy, it's just up like this movement. Up and down, up, like that. See? With the sound effects. Listen, if you did a bunch of these flowers all around and just added some gold centers, that would be easy. Do a flower that is easy for you. If the rose is not easy, don't do it. Do more daisy type flowers or poinsettia type looking flowers. I'm just showing you kind of things that I chose to do. Now we can do the same kind of scenario with the flowers with the gold paint. And I'm going to put another stem out here. And put some leaves off that. Voila. Okay. Now that you've done that, let's do the gold. Like I said, I like the tube gold paint. It was really nice and thick. When you're using the pans, they're fine. You just have to really constantly activate them. And this is almost like a gouache gold instead of watercolor gold. So then I had another petal flower up here. Really see how just simple. I'm trying to go pretty fast. I can paint fast. I've been painting since I was like 5. And I'm not kidding you. So, I'm sorry. So then you're going to paint some leaves. Like here, a leaf that goes to the rose, like you would with the green, but only with gold, right? Make this one a little bit different than the last one. Put leaves over here. Let's add a spray that's like pine needles. Just with the gold. We can do the green too, but it's fun to add gold ones, right? Down here I had another flower. Now, if you need to do multiple of these for friends or family, like I said, start with the one color. Switch to get another piece of paper. Just do all the whites, then come back in. See, I'm doing another leaf here. Then go back in and do all the gold. And then you tweak it at the end. Just doing simple leaves here. Just, see, bend it. Going around the paper. We're going to fill this all in. Now, you don't have to fill it all in, all the whole thing. If you wanted just to fill around the box, you could have done that too. There's many ways to just do this. Let's put a little branch here. Right? some branch with some berries, big old gold berries. Connect the little berries. Just going to be doing leaves and berries. I'm just going to turn this around, do a stem, and a leaf here, leaf off the edge. Now, if you're having difficulty, if you get paint on here, you might want to unfold it also and paint it that way. Like I said, I'm used to painting these things, so it's not a bother for me. So at this point, I'm going to play around with adding some more gold in here, like more branches, but delicate little dotted berries. Almost like it looks like a Queen Anne's lace. You know, you see I'm just dotting. Just that alone, the little branch with the little dots. You see that? That's just so pretty. The gold. I could just do that all around here. Just giving you some ideas, guys. If you're like stuck, you're like, what the hell can I do? Believe me, I have to come up with brand new ideas every week, so I understand. But I think if you can paint leaves and you can paint petals, you can paint a really beautiful, elegant card. So now you could just do it all these two colors. I'm going to play with the gold, this green metallic paint. It's pretty bright. If you find a duller green, that might work for you too. So you make like greenery. So you put some pine like this. See the little sprays? Simple little pine sprays. Make some green leaves. More like rounded eucalyptus type leaves. Have fun playing with this, guys. Holly. Making this one a little bit different than the other one. Leave black in the middle for the line. It's fairly thick, so you can get some good, consistency out of this. And put some more leaves down here, like kind of like that eucalyptus rounded. See, just round, and connect it to the stem. Look how pretty that looks already. Do some more pine type leaves. Just filling this up. Flip it around. Again, more pine leaves. And they're not leaves, they're sprays or stems. Put some stems to this and some leaves. Could do some branches on this one with greens. I'm going to flip it back. Sorry if I'm making you crazy. Put some more pine coming down this way. You can have a lot more green in here than I did. Just giving a little stem there. Just teaching you guys some different tricks. Leaves. So it's curve and curve, connect. Curve, curve, connect. And leave that little space in the middle. Black space, right? Let's put some more pine needles here. And little stems with some leaves kind of coming off here. Okay. Looking good, right? Now I have the red here and this metallic. And we'll do some red berries. Now you want to put those kind of sporadically around, mostly around where the green areas are. See some over here. I left room, corner, and in between here. Look how fast we're doing this really pretty card. See, I'm going to space them out. Some berries over here, down here. La la la. You get my idea, right? Okay. So then I'm going to add some gold in the center of the flowers. If that white seems too washed out and almost looks gray, you got to go back over it again. it could be a little opaque. I mean, a little translucent, I'm sorry. So you can go back in it. See, it's going to pop even more again. It looks a little gray. So I want it to look really white. I'm just going to go another pass on top of that color. And actually, it kind of looks like a highlight because it's turned gray in the bottom. It's kind of pretty, right? So you don't have to paint the whole thing back on top, just certain areas, and it has like a highlight look to it. Going back over to the rose, these flowers, and then I'll add some white dots for the center of the gold flowers. And then you could put some nice, pretty, delicate white stems. Like that. Almost like white dots around. You know, play around with all of this, guys. Yeah. Sound effects and all. It can almost look like snow on top of the greens. You could do that also. I never like to make the same thing twice. It gets really boring. Okay. So we're going to have to obviously let this dry before you pull off that tape. When you pull off the tape, we're going to just outline, put little white stems in here and some dots. Looking pretty, right? So we're going to pull off that tape, and then we're going to paint the square. And it's going to look really pretty. One trick to pull off the tape if you have an X-Acto blade, just lightly lift it up here. And my paint's still wet, so I don't want to make a mess. And then you can lift it. See, I didn't rip the paper with this tape. So now if your square seemed a little wonky, this is where you can kind of fix it by painting it. Right? Mine might be a little bit wonky. Not straight. So now I'm just going to fill in the square with the line. It doesn't have to be gold. You could do white. You could do red. You could do green. Do whatever you like. I did gold. Now for the type in the center, it might be best, if you're not really good at painting it, to use metallic gold pen. I have one, I have to unwrap it so I don't want to make noise. I painted my first one. It's tricky to paint typography. See? Painted the square. I bought these really cheap ones at the dollar store. Let's see how good these are. It's always good to test things out. I mean, you can get a gold Sharpie. I have a gold Uniball pen. I'm going to test this gold pen out. And I'll test it out on a scrap. Let's find a piece of black scrap. Let's see if I like it. Oh, this pen's kind of strange. Here we go. Yeah, not bad. For $1. So then map out with the pencil where you want your words to go. You know, I'm going to put like happy holidays. So here we go. But the pen's easier, like I said. Get funky with the S. I always put like a little the serif on it, and it looks a little more professional. There's a little line that's going across each little letter. You could put an inner line too around the square, but that is a really pretty, elegant card. Look how cute. Let's see if we zoom out. The shiny metallic. Isn't that pretty? I mean, I think people would love it. So we're going to move on to the ornament. Okay. Same premise. Now, if you really have a difficulty time, like painting outside the lines, painting inside the line, excuse me. wacko today. Use masking fluid, put it on the outside of the circle. I'm used to painting this way, so I'm good. So like I said, again, the same premise, you're just doing like nice leaves and stems. You could just, don't even have to put flowers in here, but I had flowers in this one, so I'm showing you. I'm just going to go pretty fast. So we had some stems. Just make the little balls. Again, with the flowers, like the gold. Yeah, I love this gold watercolor paint. It's almost like gouache. So you're just hitting the edge. You want to go like the flowers getting cut off on the edge. Put like another spray up here. Oops. See, it's forgiving if you make a mistake. Didn't even know what that is. And I'll do the white flower, the rose. Again. Push, push, push down. Put the flower here like it's going off the edge of the ornament. Another one in the middle here. Put them all around. Could do that little daisy one we did. This one's going to be a different one than the one I did before. Like I said, I don't like to repeat. Maybe put another white one here. And I'm sure this will dry a little translucent, so I can go back in and add some more opaque gouache. And I'm going to grab the green and do some nice pine needles and some nice leaves. Right? Some leaves and stems. Leaves and stems. Leaves and stems. I don't sing. I'm terrible at it. That would be the gift that I wish I could do. Everyone has one, right? Mine would be to sing. I would love if I could be a good singer. I don't know what that must feel like to be in the stadium singing to like 40,000 people. I see I'm making more stems here. Branches. What? That's gotta feel like crazy that these people who are amazing sing. You know? Just gotta feel nuts. Alright, getting a little crazy with the stems there. Go back in and add my red dots. Strategically around. Place it around. Now, like I said, you don't have to do any of this colors. You could make yours all gold, silver. I decided to try one with multicolored metallics. They have all these different colored metallic paints. Who's to say it has to be Christmas colors? It does not have to be Christmas colors. I'm just doing it that way. Gonna add gold to the center of these flowers. And see, you can already see it getting gray. Right? I can already see it. Oh, I don't know why I washed that up. And we're gonna add the gold to the rectangle here and the loop. What's great about having the red metallic paint, I'm leaving a little black here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for you guys. See, I left a little black there for like a little shading. There's the little loop. The red can make a nice pretty bow. So I'm gonna grab that red. Simple. It's a little wet. I'll have to fix that. It's a little too wet. That's why paper towels are close by. Too much water. Simple fix. Got a little paint here, no big deal. Because I'm working on a tutorial for you guys. See, you can make a little bow and always make the little tail with the sound effect. It's getting too wet and it's getting too dry. You have to just constantly activate those particular pan metallics. They're kind of a pain in the butt, but nice. See? Little bow. And then we add the line, the string. Oh, God. I'm sorry, guys, as I'm rushing. The consistency is terrible. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now we want to add a little bit of metallic here in the center. Voila. Now what I did with the other ornament is I took the white gouache, and this helps it look like it's three-dimensional and a highlight. So I'm going to go back and fix these little flowers first of all. I don't want them looking gray. I want them bright white. I might add some dots too. Like in here I didn't do the dots. Just little white dots. I just feel like it's fun and elegant. Okay. So I take my little number 4 brush. Goodness. And it's kind of like just hitting the edge of that circle. See that? With the white. I don't do it everywhere. You see that? I left some space. Ugh. Sometimes when I try and repeat what I'm doing before, it doesn't come out quite the same. And then I take a little white here where the black wire is left here, highlight. A little white on the ribbon. So we're highlighting it like it's lit up. See? Inside, outside, a little bit here, a little bit there. Can even do the string. A little bit on the outside of that. Okay. So it's like a highlight on the actual bulb. So you're putting a line that's curved right on top of that painting that you did. Right? And then do one out here and kind of curve in, like it's almost like a curved triangle. That makes sense. Very skinny at the bottom, fatter on top. And then we do another little line here and a line here. So it looks like a nice little ball. If you want to fill more of the ornament in, do that too. But that's pretty much how I created this ornament. You see how you put the highlight? And it looks a little pink, doesn't it? That red. If you want it really red, I have a little red gouache here, by the way. Guys, you always have some gouache close by. You can go back in and you can fill in some. You want to make it really red. I know that's metallic red, but it doesn't really look red metallic. I mean, play around with it. It doesn't even have to be a red bow. So I'm going to go back in and add a little more gold. Filling in some of the spots in here. Voila. So there you go. We have, let me zoom back out, 2 very elegant Christmas cards that I'm sure someone would love to have. I love it when you go like on the side. You can really see the metallic. Woohoo! I thought they were pretty simple and easy. I mean, you guys can paint stems and brown, petals and leaves and whatnot. Oh, this is the one that I did before. I'm sorry. This is this is the one we did together. Look, it's almost the same. Can you see the difference? So that how I painted the letters, and yeah, it's a little thicker, a little more neater with the pen. Almost the same. So there you go. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. And like I said, you didn't have to add the color metallics. You could have done all of it in gold, maybe silver. Play around with it. It's just giving you some more ideas, more fun cards to do. So, and if you haven't hit the bell notification button, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed, hey, subscribe. Come join my channel. We have a lot of fun over here. It's Floral Fun Friday. So we did that Christmas style with the greeting cards. So take care, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon.